Hey, so my spirit guys just said to, everything in the Matrix is practically playing out in real life right now. 12:21 on the clock. And all I could think is, my ex who keeps lingering in my mind. And it's like, why is this person lingering in my mind? We've been broken up for a while now, but it's like they just keep popping up. And it's like, this wasn't just an ex, this was a twin flame. This was a person who I made plenty sacrifices for and did the most. But despite the sacrifices, when I finally decided to choose me, things began to get better. Things started to rise. It's just like in the Matrix when Neo was in love with Trinity, but he got to a point where he had to go back to being Neo, who worked in the office, and he did whatever it is that he did. But then he got to a point where the oppositions was coming up against him, and the only way that he could come up against those oppositions was if he had gotten contact with Trinity. Wow, so now I'm thinking about it like, okay, so maybe it was never really Trinity that he was getting into. He was looking for the Holy Trinity, the number three, the mind, body, and spirit. Because, see, the whole time I'm sitting here thinking like he had to get to Trinity in order to, they had to touch. They had to join forces together in order for them to blow up this whole, thing called the Matrix. All the agents, everybody just blew them right out the woodwork. And it's like, whew, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more digging on this. But I feel like with everything playing on in the Matrix right now, it's like it's showing you how love is the highest frequency, and it's not until you put your differences aside that you'll actually rise into different frequencies, different dimensions, different levels of consciousness by you putting your differences aside, by you putting the judgment aside, by you knowing that none of these beliefs in this material world matter. And whatever it is that you're believing in is believing in a small way of believing. You're so limitless. You're way bigger than the people who you think is the biggest in the world. You're way bigger than the people who just want to just be that. Because I was even thinking, like, with the celebrities what they are today, what if they're the slaves? And what if they're the slaves who are broadcasting what lifestyle it is that they will, put on display so that you could be a slave and work harder at getting what it is that they have? That's why they can raise the rent. That's why they're doing all these other things. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on this. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute. Okay.